All right, man, here we go. DNVR fan, we got some of these plays. This is early on in the game. This is where I was a little bit worried about Bo and his eyes and like what was he seeing and what was he looking at. So this is some of the creative play calling by Sean Payton. So you got Sherfield on a clear out, you got Courtland on the post, and then you got Bidet running through the gap on a H shoot type of play. So Marvin's coming in motion, and then they're going to do a little play action fake to him to, obviously confuse the defense right here. So you see the play action fake, you see the line has got this pretty much blocked up. Titans are playing zone coverage. Courtland's inside releasing right here. Bidet is getting ready to release through here. So he finds the H shoot right through here. But this is where I get a little bit worried about Bo's eyes. This is clearly covered.
Right.
Yep.
This is covered right here. There's nothing open right here. So
I see three defenders.
You see three defenders over there. But also, what do great quarterbacks do? And this is where Bo will continue to go. This is where he will continue to have progressions. But you look this safety off.
You're right.
This safety is getting ready. He is watching Bo's eyes. So he starts to look up this defender, the running back right here, Bidet. And Courtland is wide open. Look at all this space right here. Sherfield has already taken this safety out of the play. This is where you want Bo to progress. You want him to look this safety off and then come to Courtland right here. All of this grass right there, you want him to hit pay dirt right here. So we saw this a couple times throughout the game where Bo's eyes they weren't looking in the right spot. Even on the RPOs and the read options, it didn't look like he was reading the defense the right way. So that is something where you want to progress. Look at Courtland right here.
Yep.
He's naked right there.
Yep.
These are things that you want to hit. This is where the next step in progression is. And this is where Bo also said in his post-game press conference, hey, there are some things that he probably missed, and he's going to be able to watch the tape. Now you have a full game's worth of tape that you can watch. And, hey, now he can go back and his coaches can go back and get back to the fundamentals. Because this is probably what they hit in practice all week.
Yep.
That's the person that they hit in practice all week. Hey, we're going to get this coverage and this look, and we're going to be able to hit Bidet coming out of the backfield because nobody's going to see him. We're going to have Marvin clear everything out. They're going to think trick play. But, hey, there's your second option right there.
Totally.
That's where you have to take the progression. That's where you have to get better in terms of your game. That's where you want to see Bo progress. And I think he will progress throughout the year on these little things right here.
Right. And that one, weird footwork too. So he drops back. He's climbing the pocket. He steps, like his leg is almost in front of his arm as he steps into that throw. And those are the ones that, so they're the off-platform throws that he's really good at. You live with a couple of mistakes. Those are the ones when you're kind of settled in there that you want to have dialed in, And so when this ball sails a little bit, who knows, maybe he's just kind of bailing on the throw because he realizes it isn't open. But it's one of those where you're like, that's not quite where you want it.
He was also very flat-footed on many throws, way too many throws yesterday.
Absolutely.
Even if Bidet was open on this, I think he would have had a hard time catching it because of how much heat was actually on the ball.
Right.
Like that ball had a lot. It was a missile right there. So that's one thing that I was a little concerned about was Bo's eyes on especially on this play. I think this run here is the interception right here. So you got a clear out by Marvin running a pylon, and then you have Courtland coming over the top, Sherfield coming underneath on a crossing route. The crossing routes were open all day against the Titans. We had plenty of opportunity. I actually think this is a great call by Sean to make this play, but Marvin does not run this route full speed. Marvin is one of your clear out guys. He is somebody that can take the top off of the defense. You have to take this corner out. You have to run this route full speed. This is why football is the ultimate team game. Everything matters. So as you're going through this play right here, everything is working out like you need it to be, like you want it to be. You have this right here. Marvin's taking his guy out. Now you can't. It's hard to see it because everything is in still motion right here. But Marvin is not running full speed right here. He should have this defender taken out completely right here because you see Courtland coming right here and you see all of this green grass. So this play is really well designed if everybody is running full speed. Receivers have to be in shape. This is the first game of the season. I know Marvin had a little bit of the growing injury. I don't know how much he practiced throughout the entire week. But receivers, they have to be like gazelles. They have to be able to run at all points and run full speed on every single route. This is why football is so important, why everybody doing their job is very important. If he takes this guy out of here, you have an explosive play right here. But because he's not running full speed, you could see this defender peeling off right here.
Right.
The defender peels off and then is able to make the play. That should not happen.
Nope.
And that's because Marvin did not run his route full speed. These are the little things that make offenses really good.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about some of the best offenses in the world that you've ever seen, this would never be allowed. I mean, Payton would.
Zay Flowers cleared that out last night.
100%.
Yep.
Payton he'd be livid about this.
I can't even imagine.
He'd light you up on the sideline about this because, Bo gets the interception. And the interception goes on his stat. To be honest, it should go on Marvin's stat. Hey, this was a pick because of you not running your route full speed. Mm-hmm. The little things, little details. Let's see what we got here. This is the play where Bo fumbles. Jeffery Simmons gets to him. This is really covered well by the Titans. Courtland's got an out route right here. Troy Franklin's got an in route. They cover this well. You have your flats right there. But I think the Titans called a great defense right here. And I think this is where Bo should take off and use his legs. Titans they got this covered. They got a safety in the middle of the field. This is covered. This is covered. There's nowhere to really go with the football unless you want to hit the flat route right now, but you need to hit these flat routes right here, right then and there. This is something that Drew Brees was really good at in Sean Payton's offense is, hey, he would drop back. If he didn't, it was, great zone coverage, then he would hit these flat routes and you live to fight another day. Bo holds on to the ball too long right here. You got to let the ball go or find these lanes. Find these lanes to use your legs because the defense isn't accounting for you right here. They do not have a spy on you. So, Bo, use your legs. Use your athletic ability to go make a play and to extend the down. I know this might look open, but trust me, it's not because this defender right here is eyeing Bo's eyes and can drive on that dig route. Want to see Bo use his legs. Look at this. Use his legs. Go make a play. Yep. This is where you take that next step. This is where the Lamar Jacksons, the Josh Allens, the Patrick Mahomes, those top 5 quarterbacks, even Joe Burrow last year had some long QB runs, but they would just take off with this.
Well, and then even Benny, and you can tell me if I'm wrong on this, but step up into those lanes, and if he doesn't want to take off, at least buys more time, and you get away from the Jeffery Simmons of the world, and then there is a lot of room out by the sidelines if you want to buy time and then throw the ball, or buy time and then just take off if you decide to.
Yeah, definitely step up in the pocket, but you usually have 2 to 3 seconds to really throw and to make a decision. Mm-hmm. After you see how far they're dropping back, I mean, look what this defender is. Look how far they are down the field. They are not letting anything behind them.
Yep.
Step up, make a play, and use your legs. Right here, ball's out right there. You can see the ball out right there. And I put that sack on Bo. Oops.
Yep. I mean, he probably could have that flat route's there too, like you said. Like if you want to just rip that out to Kroll, there's 2nd and 5 waiting for. I guess this was 2nd and 9. There's 3rd and 4 waiting for you.
100%. Here we got the double move, so it's not all negative. We got some positives here, but we talked about Marvin Mims not running full speed and not getting to his landmark on the interception. Here, everybody gets to their landmark, and specifically, you have an out and up here, got an out and up here. That's what Troy Franklin scored on in the preseason, and then you have Evan Ingram getting to his landmark, Troy Franklin getting to his landmark. But this is why, things are just so important. Landmarks are important. Spacing and timing is important. Courtland runs a great route here. Love the route by Courtland. Selling the short out route right there and getting that defender to drive on that. You see the defender is looking. Bo does a great job. You can see that he's pump faking right there.
Well, and without that out right there, look, the defender's in great position to take a fadeaway right there.
100%.
And Court sells him on it.
Court sells him, so it's a great route by Court. You know that you won right here. This defender looks like he is squatting on. He is looking. He thinks he has a pick 6 right here, and so does this guy right here. Marvin is going to be crazy wide open on this play.
with his hands on his head.
Yeah.
How'd he not throw it to me?
Great play.
Oh my goodness! Well,
I mean,
he
Marvin-
is wide
Yeah,
open.
exactly.
I don't blame
I mean,
Marvin
yeah,
for
Marvin's-
feeling that way.
Yeah, Marvin's wide open.
Yeah.
Marvin ran a great route. Don't show your quarterback up on film. I know his receiver coach is saying, "Don't ever do that. Don't do that."
Especially if he got a touchdown.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
But he doesn't know that yet.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
He just knows he's wide open. They could have had.
But
an
that's
easy
what
one.
it's saying. Don't react
Exactly.
until you know, though.
But Court also ran a great route, and when you throw the ball up to Courtland Sutton, he's coming down with it. This ball was great great placement by Bo. Courtland goes up and makes the play, and that's something that you just love to see right there. And I'm glad that Bo made that throw. We needed that. He needed that.
Absolutely.
So you love to see that touchdown. You love to see excitement right there. Love to see your teammates. Evans getting ready to do a little high step right there. And then we love Broncos country right there, getting super excited for the touchdown.
Yep. I mean, so many great throws from Bo. Like, even the ones that didn't work out well, he put so many right on the money.
Yes,
Like,
he did.
right where they have to be. And half of them where he's on the run throwing him sidearm, too. Like, the fact that 90% of the throws wound up right where he wanted them, that's a really, really, really good sign.
100%.
And that's just who Bo is.
Now here is the second interception right here. Courtland's on a pylon route. You got Troy Franklin on the over route, and you got Marvin on a post. Typical play action fake right here. Now everybody is going to blame Bo for this, but I also this comes to football being a team game right here. They are going to bring a corner blitz right here, and they pick it up.
Yep. Again.
So we pick up the corner blitz. Yeah, go ahead. Hank.
So you'll look. So if this is a read option, they either hand it off going left or Bo pulls it and goes right. So that would make the read guy that defensive end, which means that the Titans, if this is a run, could have him crash inside. Means Bo pulls it. By blitzing the corner, you stuff the read option. It was an awesome design that they ran a couple times and beat the Broncos on a couple times.
Yep, they did. Jeffery Simmons is your game wrecker. You bring Troutman in to have max protection on this play because you have 3 routes that are going plus 15 yards, 3 deep routes. So you need max protection for Bo to have time to make this throw. This is where you want Bo to let this ball go. That's a win right there in the NFL.
Right.
It's cover 3. The post is covered. You can't do that. The over route is not going to be open right here based on cover 3. If they're playing the cover 3 principles, this should be taken. This pylon right here, Bo should lead that. This safety right here won't be able to keep up with that ball, and the corner definitely won't, just based off of pure leverage right there.
And it's a reasonable, he's 26 yards away right there. You target it, that's well within Bo's range to hit him on the deep ball and keep him in stride.
But this is what you don't want to see. This is what's hard for Bo to make this throw and to make a throw comfortably. He still needs time to really read this. He's a young player, but you had 2 people on Jeffery Simmons, and he is still making the play right here.
Right.
Obviously, he's an all-pro right here, but you need to block this up because if Bo has the time to make this read, I don't think he's going to rush this throw because this is the defender who ends up making the interception right here. But Courtland's supposed to get this ball right here. If Courtland gets this ball, he makes this play, and we're having a better feeling about this game right here.
So then, Benny, it isn't on Bo because the pressure was there, but there are going to be times when pressure is in Bo's face. What should he have done there instead?
I would love to see Bo.
there.
I'd love to see Bo take up, just step up in the pocket, take off, and run. If you feel a little uncomfortable with the pressure, it's going to be hard for those defensive linemen to keep up with you.
Yeah, totally.
I think he had time to get that ball to court deep, too.
100%.
He would have been hit maybe right as he threw it. I think it's right after, though.
Yep, there he goes right there. I mean,
Yeah.
Courtland's wide
Yeah,
open.
look at
That's
that
what you really
space.
want. The spacing and timing is there. That's exactly what you want right out of there.
So are you not putting this on Bo? This one?
I'm not putting this on
Okay,
Bo.
I like
I'm putting
it.
this on the offensive line. Look, Bo's got
Offensive
to
line
be
was the
better.
first domino.
Yeah, offensive line. Yeah, first domino. But look, what I will say is that what I would want better from Bo is something that we saw Payton do all the time, which was if I don't like the read, throw it out of bounds and live for
Right.
another day. We don't want the turnover. We want every possession to end in a kick, whether that's a field goal or a punt. That's what you want. So
2nd and 4, just go to 3rd and 4.
that's what we got for the inside scoop, fellas.
I love
Right.
it. Incredible stuff.